What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? We've hit the late show. Thank you so much for joining Betting with the Bag on this Wednesday afternoon. We are an hour and a half away from the 7 p.m. witching hour, although there are some NCAA basketball games on the go right now. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. Danny, Menlo, Omar J, Legend says, I got a straight bet for you. You ready? Seminoles minus 120. We have broken down, or I have spent big part of the day breaking down NCAA basketball. We focus on NHL and NBA on the morning show. We're going to go over those looks again. We're going to talk about what some of our low baggers are on, like the taint play of the day, which is Nickel State. Talking about that, we got Guillermo Zuritucci says, what a field for San Felipe. Storm the court, had a great workout today. Gets Rosario, authentic, 1,000 words, an AP honor. Can't wait. You know, I'm going to be on authentic. Guillermo Zuritucci saying best derby prep field so far. We are going to make some bets on that. There's no doubt about it. Guillermo Zuritucci, such a spectacular thoroughbred handicapper. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. Thank you for joining us. There is Nilo in the house. We got Jimmy, CC, my guy Jimmy CC, Spencer, Penny G, ready to go. Gerald Jones, Deer Slayer, Ski, Do BB. Yes, there was a taint play today, and it was Nickel State. There's Red Girl in the house. Thank you for joining us, Red Girl. Hope you had a great day today, and thank you for joining us. Ron Lofton, Walla Dose, Jace Gum, Barry McCockiner ready to go. Sammy B. Tatum over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Tatum has been cleared to go for the Boston Celtics. How exciting is that? Tatum saying, I'm not that sick. If everybody's hurt, get me in there. Shout out to Tatum. Shout out to Sammy B. Shady McQueen ready to go. AJ ready to go. Nate Dogg, Michael Welsh, Diesel Eugene, Daryl Rice. Daryl Rice is sharp, dude. I'm keeping an eye on him. Ty Vincent. Listening from the West End, Vancouver, BC. Shout out to Ty Vincent in this joint. Love it. Bill McHugh, Rez Mob, Dan Kelly. Dan said, if Jimmy the Bag does 2 shows a day or if he does 10 shows a day, I will be at them. Dan Kelly, I'm so thankful. I'm just so thankful that you roll with me, man. And it just means so much to me. And now that I'm back in North America, Saratoga in the summer, and I want to get down to Syracuse and watch some basketball in upstate New York with you. Dan Kelly in the house, and we have the honor of working with Dan Kelly. Dan Kelly's on our show every day. We get to go over Dan Kelly's plays. It's a treat. We're very fortunate. King Weasel. Play of the day is in Flyers over 6.5. Well, I'll tell you what, King Weasel. Reading that makes me feel, I'm going to copy and paste that right now. Reading that makes me feel very good about not taking the under 6.5 in that game. Seeing that you are on the over, that makes me feel very good that I hadn't made that move. There's Nate Dogg 420. Carlos Peroch says, I'll be at Capital One Arena. Any low baggers in the air, hit me up. Carlos, my guy, I am on your Capitals tonight, -1. The Flyers winning streak stops at 6. Spencer, Penny G saying, what do you think of LSU +3, Indiana -3, Xavier +4, and Dayton -4? Well, just for my first thought on those spots, I like them. We're going to go over all those big college basketball games. We're going to take a look at the market moves. Daryl Rice saying Jaylen Brown out at least a week. Ron Lofton tailing Max's San Jose team total over 73.5. There's Pauly C. There's Reese in the house. There is Cashman saying every show Jim does, I'm in. Count me in. Respect. There's Sonny Vegas says just let me in. Sonny, get over here, man. I sent you a text message, man. Get over here. Are you in Parkdale right now? Because if you are, I'll let you in, my man. I will let you in. Drink in hand, ready to go. Mele Payless Way, ready to go. Bob Lee Swagga, ready to go. Brandon Lugo in the house. Leonard Porsche Jr., ready to eat. And Diesel Eugene coming and giving us his early looks for UFC 248. Benny DeRouche and Mark O'Madsen parlay at +136. Gerald Masehart at +125.5 unit on Quinones. Let's copy and paste all that right now. Copy and paste Diesel Eugene's looks on this UFC card coming up. Beautiful stuff. Jimmy Stain in the house says, stick with your gut, Jim. You were about to hop on the Nets, but let people talk you off. Jimmy Stain, it was a rough day for me yesterday. It was a rough day, and I'm ready to get back at it. But it was a rough day. And, you know, especially now, we're in that similar situation. And now we do believe that Bradley Beal, I guess, is going to be in the lineup. So you have to get back on this horse. And that's what Dan Kelly's talking about. Dan Kelly, when Dan Kelly likes these big dogs on the money line, I tailed them on the spread, and I cashed every single one of them. I was just a little scared. And Beal is playing, says Spencer Penningy. All right. Caps and Yotes money line, says Spencer Penningy. There's Cube O in the house. Canisius money line and Tennessee State -2 parlay. Let's smack those Canisius money line, Tennessee State -2 parlay. Let's grab that and copy and paste it because we do have a Vegas Gun Award for excellence in capping that needs to go. There's Sanka in. What's the money line dog for the day, Jimmy? Let's take a good look. Joseph Gomez says, we're not asking for some steak, but we need some Chipotle. Bring it. Sammy B. Washington +8. I think we're going to have to go there. I think. Canadian Capper now says, have a look on Keller. Shots on goal over 2.5 plus money versus Canucks with Ailing out defenseman. What do you think, Jimmy? I love the idea, but I've got Clayton Keller in the hockey ball, and he's leading the Coyotes with 43 points. That's all it is. That's leading the Coyotes. And I scream at him to shoot the puck more. That's why you're getting a plus line on it. He just doesn't shoot the puck. Now he's moving up to the first line. I like the look. There's Cap'n 24/7 in the house, ready to go. Jack Behe ready to go. Virginia -2, Tulsa +2.5, and Dayton -3.5. There we go from Jack Behe. Let's grab that right now. Copy and paste that right now. We got Jack's action. We got Cube O's action. I like it. There's Boston Nick in the house, a.k.a. Mr. Fat Fist. Thank you for joining us. Not applicable, says toilet clogger of the day to Canucks. Canucks, the toilet clogger of the day. Paulie C saying, OKC first half -4.5, yay or nay. I jumped in, but I got better than that. We're going to have to go over, let's just go review all the looks and see what additions we're going to make. There's Liberty Finder in the house. Christopher Carter says Virginia line is a stone cold trap, says Christopher Carter. We're going to go over that spot. Tricky to back Virginia after their extremely impressive win over Duke. But Barry McCock, they're not scared. Virginia -2, St. Louis -2.5. 420 Fuego says, let's cash this card. Yes, let's. I just want to make sure that I can go over all of your action at the end of the show to review. And it's important for me to tail some, but also be able to shout it out at the end of the show. Here we go. Diesel Eugene looks in NBA. Memphis first half money line. OKC first half -4. Utah Cleveland over 218.5, and Miami first half -3. I have not pulled the trigger on the Magic yet. We're going to talk about that. Those are the two games I really want to talk about and see if I'm going to add. Deer Slayer Ski Caps tonight for me. There's my guy N in the house says driving and listening, and my guy drive safe. We need to cap with you forever and ever. So drive safe, my friend. All right, Sunny Vegas says, let's get that monies, honeys. Let's get to work right now. OKC trifecta for Sammy B tonight. Daryl Rice taking Detroit +4.5, says Wood Knight is playing and Dumbuya. And there's Rye Cape ready to get to work. Shall we get to work? We shall. Let me just write down Viper and Bees looks. Copy and paste my guy Vipers action. He's on Jazz -7.5, OKC -7.5, and that Pacers Bucks over 222. And let's attack the card. We're going to start quickly in NHL. Let's go over the NHL spots, and then we will move on to NBA. I will not be making any additions in NHL, so we can get through that very quickly. We can get through NBA pretty quickly, although I do want to talk a little more about the Magic and the Wizards, and then we're going to break down NCAA. And Oladipo is out. Thank you, Cube. Oh, yes, Oladipo will not be in the lineup this evening against the Bucks. Canadian Capper says Canucks are 4th worst in the league for shots against. I like it. Look, I like the look. I scream at Keller because he's so talented. And I scream at them all day. All right, I'm on the Capitals -1. I got a money line at -145, a puck line at +165. If I was to make that move now, I would be getting a better line. Let's see if that's still the case. Yes, it is. -143 now at 5 dimes. So a 2-cent better move. Leonard Porsche Jr. tailing Babano over 5.5 on the Blue Jackets. I was on Twitter today, and there's a lot of people on that over 5.5. I hope you guys cash it. I stayed off that game. I can't trust the Flames coming back after a successful road trip. Shady McQueen saying, who's going to score for Detroit? Pistons in trouble here. Not applicable says Philly moneyline riding the wave. I understand why you would. We never talk people off dogs. I completely understand why you'd make that move. Got that sticker on the Jays hat. I, for one, will not be making that move. This is a huge game for these Capitals. But look, whenever you see a plus beside your bet, and I have a slight plus because I took it on the -1, shouldn't be taken off of it. Predictions guy liking Ovechkin and McKinnon both to get a goal tonight. And Shady McQueen saying Wood is good, but not enough. And free picks, all sports, free sports picks. It's okay. C, going to smash tonight. Reese is on the Flyers plus money as well. Caps are being sketchy. This is a huge game for the Capitals. This is a huge game for these Capitals. And yes, the Flyers have been so good. They're 7 for their last 15 on the power play. Now they go up against, the second best penalty killing in the league? Rye Cape's on the Flyers too. Look, they've won 6 straight. Why do you think so many people are on the Flames? Why do you think people are back in the Coyotes? They just beat Buffalo 5-2. I mean, there's a recency bias in play. And I'm with Deer Slayer Ski. Flyers come back to reality tonight. Caps win. Caps win. And here we go from our guy, Nilo. My real estate parlay play. Tulsa plus 2.5. Providence -4. And Nickel State -5.5. I did not make Nickel State the taint play today an official play on the morning show. And I haven't bet it yet. So I'm going to be adding that during this show. Reese saying like the over 6.5 more, though. Okay, let's go past that Capitals game. As you guys know, I'm on the Capitals -1. Let's take a quick look at this next spot on the card, that being this Jackets Flames spot. Bodily Swagger says Holtby scares me a bit, but I'm on the Caps -1. Elliott scares me a bit, too. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't take the under. But it's going to be a playoff-type game, and I can't wait to watch it. That game pops off, in an hour and 18 minutes? Is that right? An hour and 18 minutes. And that's the only early hockey game on the card. The next game, 6:30, or it's not 6:30 because 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 in my old town of Escazú, Costa Rica. Jackets, Flames, Korpisalo, Riddick. Let's see if there's been any movement here. I stayed off this game. A 23-cent move towards the Calgary Flames. They opened up at -164. They're now -187. Not making a move there. Joseph Gomez says, once the media says your team is on fire, you get off the train. I feel that. Nilo said, I stole from Max, Matt, and the fine cappers here. No need to use the word stole. Tail. Strong lean to the Flames is not applicable. Our Nate Dogg and I was watching Colorado Vancouver games go over. Calgary wins tonight. I'm on the Vancouver game going over. Let's move on. So you guys know, I'm not going to take a team first game back, especially the Flames, man. The Flames have got me already this year after a very impressive road trip, come back and done very little. It's nice that they have Giordano back. Talbot's been better than Riddick. And Drinking Hand says, Jimmy, take the oil 18-1 to win the cup. Book it. They just don't have the depth yet. We have Dutch Boy Fresh in the house. Stelio Contos in the house as well. Dutch Boy Fresh making moves on Clips +1 and Kings -4.5 for tomorrow. Early looks on tomorrow's card from our Dutch Boy Fresh. Dutch Boy Fresh, going to copy and paste Dutch Boy Fresh. I like that. Getting a look at tomorrow's action already. Great job. Dutch Boy Fresh in the house. Vegas guy, our guy, Dutch Boy Fresh. Okay, sorry, a lot of college capping we got to do. All right, let's move on. Ducks, Avalanche. The Ducks are decimated. And I said this on the morning show, I don't remember one team so far this year that has their best 3 defensemen out of the lineup. Even so, I do not want the Colorado Avalanche at this price. I do not want the Colorado Avalanche at this price. I do expect this game to get under that 5.5, but there was a 6 opened at Pinnacle, and I can't trust Anaheim defensively. Boston, Nick, our guy, going to smash this week's UFC card. Respect. All right, so I don't want it. And I can't wait. You know what? I hope the Coyotes win 4-0. Excuse me, I hope the Avalanche win 4-0 because I want to fade this Avalanche team. I want to fade this team. And I hope the Ducks, they're both sides here. I want to fade the Avalanche moving forward. I want to fade the Ducks moving forward. I got to stay on it. Reese, great job. Great job grabbing that Avs Ducks under 6. I love it. Great job. And we have Steelos Contos on a 3-legger tonight. Ole Miss, Tampa, Tulsa under, and Nova Seton first half under. That's from our guy Stelio. Let's grab that right now. All right. Yeah, I'm curious to hear what you think of that too. Fat Fist. What do you think of the Joanna fight? She's appealing as a dog. All right, so that's that. And then we get to the Coyotes-Canucks game. I took the over 5.5 at -103. I believe that's still available. Let's just check right now. We're going to go over the totals. If it's not available, it's moved a cent. There's Shadow in the house. There's Dave Burke. ready to go. Says still time to buy them for the Pacific. Talking about these Oilers with some juice. Dave Burke in the house. Dave Burke, I'm going to be hollering at you. Love it if you could come by and hang out for a show tomorrow or Friday, whenever works for you. So I'll be I know you got probably gigs this weekend, so I'm going to reach out to our guy, low bagger Dave Burke, stand-up comedian Dave Burke, one of the funniest guys in this country. I need him sitting right beside me. All right, this over right now if I wanted it. Yeah. Oh, no, there is a 5 minus 103. There's 2. One at Heritage. One at Bet Online. It's right there. I like that Keller moved up to the first line. I think that Demko is vulnerable. And I just need a bigger number. I mean, look at the Canucks record. I know they're not playing well right now. And it looks like they won't have Quinn Hughes in the lineup. And you'd like to have him if you're going for the over. But that Demko is vulnerable. Kemper hasn't looked stupendous coming back. So the Coyotes would have been a look. If I could have got plus 115 or plus 118, I would have taken them. I simply would have taken them. All right, that's the NHL card. No additions for me. Over 5.5 minus 103 in that Canucks-Coyotes game. And then I'm on the Capitals minus 1. Coming off a rough day in NHL. I need winners badly. All right. Dutch Boy Fresh saying Mavs minus 6, best look on the board. Canadian Capper saying McKinnon over 4.5 shots with a defenseless Ducks team. And Drinking Hand says got the Oil at 13-1 at the start of the year. Drinking Hand, that's a great spot. That's fun. All right, Reese is on the Canucks minus 1. There's Brooklyn Funk Project in the house. Yeah, Brooklyn Funk Project. It's been a tough couple days. I feel like tonight's going to be the bounce back night. I really do. All right, and College Approach on under for my Capitals. That was my initial look. After breaking it down, I ended up making a move on the Capitals, which I'm fine with. All right, let's move on to NBA and see if we have any additions and then get into NCAA basketball. Thank you guys so much for joining Betting with the Bag. Means so much to me. Welcome to the Betting with the Bag late show. All right, let's move on to NBA. Sitting up 4.93 units on the season. It's not enough. Predictions guy says, Jimmy, who would you take to win the Stanley Cup right now? I will answer that question, my friend. Just a quick, obviously you need this type of thing that needs a ton of study. But let's see what we get right now. We're going to just quickly look at the futures market here to win outright. So we got Bruins 450, Blues 600, Avalanche 700, Knights at plus 750, Lightning at plus 800, Capitals at plus 1100. I find the Capitals at plus 1100 appealing. I could understand people making a move on the Oilers at plus 1,700 because the Pacific Division is weak, and then you could start hedging that. When I look at those numbers, what to me has the most value? I guess I lean towards the Capitals at plus 1,100. The Knights at plus 750 is a joke. They're just not that good. Bob Lee Swagger says Colorado. They've got so many injuries right now. I'm okay. Staying off it. All right, let's get into NBA. We're going to start with Celtics Cavaliers. We do know that Tatum will now be in the lineup. This total opened up at 216.5. It's now at 216. It's difficult to judge pace right now. And Nilo says you will bounce back or you will have to sell that condo. Look, you think I own this place? Come on, man. Come on. I wish I did, though. Sure. Primetime DJ says Jackets Flames hit it 5.5 over the 5.5. Look, you were a great, excellent Primetime DJ's getting me on that over yesterday, but I'm going to slow down. Small Thrill says your picks will be fine when you're settled, Jimmy. You probably have been thinking about 50 different things lately. I thought about that, and that was one of the reasons why I was sort of beating myself up for the amount of plays I made last night, especially totals in NHL, because we know. Those of you who've been with me that I'm strong with unders and puck lines or minus one, so kind of disappointing. Kobe Williams said, Jimmy, tell me why I shouldn't take the Ducks money line. Simple, Kobe. You just can't take a team without their top 3 defensemen. You just can't. And I would have loved to, but I just don't think you can. Paulie C said, Jimmy, what's your liquor of choice? I'm a JMO man. I'm a Jameson man, Policy. Eric Jones in the house. Daryl Rice says no Tristan, so basically Cleveland version of small ball. Cantor won't play much. That would make you think they would be leaning towards the over for sure. Kenneth Heath in the house, saying, Jimmy, I like OKC first half. Ron Lofton saying, still hoping to see some Yotes in the playoffs. Same here. And that's another reason why I'm not taking them tonight. Cashman says, hit me with your best parlay, bud. Okay. But let's keep rolling right now. Let's keep rolling right now through this NBA card. So Celtics open up at -2. They get the announcement that Tatum will be in. It was down to 1.5. Now we see -3.5 and -4s. -3.5 and -4s. Nilo upset with the water. Look, it's midweek, man. It's midweek. Just taking it easy, man. Just taking it easy, fellas. Just taking it easy. Dale Rice says no parlays. Respect. Okay. I'm not making a move on Celtics Cavaliers. Thunder first half -4 at -110. I'm on the Thunder in the spot. Let's see what we get right now on this Oklahoma City Thunder team right now. -4.5 now on the first half, and there's a -5 at Bet Online. That makes me feel good. Drinking Hand said Jimmy likes a little CC sometimes. I do. I really do. I drink a lot of CC because it's a little cheaper. All right. You're right. Another reason why I'm not drinking is because I need winners. I need to stay sharp. I need winners. I will celebrate with some booze. But right now, I need winners desperately. Thunder -4, -110 against the Pistons. Sweaty Butchers on OKC -8 full game. There's my guy Shaquille Bell in the house. 420 Fuego. Adam Lastman, the Sweaty Butcher. All right. Sammy B says, do you limit the amount of plays you'll make in a night? With the $0 rolling in right now, I may start doing that. But no, right now I'm going to be firing away. All right, so let's keep rolling there. Pacers, Bucks, no Oladipo. I know how good these Bucks have been after a loss, but the Pacers want to make a statement here as well. This average margin of victory after a loss, 16.8 points is the average margin of victory. I mean, that's just extremely impressive. Policy says every time I drink, I put an 18 parlay and lose $50. Adam Lastman says, hey, bag, I suck lately. Look, I'm not helping. I've not been helping over the last 2 days. I had an okay February up 943. And Daryl Rice says, take the Pacers. I'd like to. I think this is too many points. Open at 11.5, now at 11. Sweaty Butcher said I took a shot with the Bucks just because the number said so. Canadian Capper. Familia in the house. Thank you for joining us. Respect. Familia. Abilio USA joining us right now. All right, we got RL OKC full game. I like it, but I'm going to take first half and focus on first half right now. I'm a little concerned that the bench gets emptied and the Pistons go on some kind of a run. They played better than I expected them to play against Sacramento, and Sacramento's playing good basketball right now, especially when De'Aaron Fox is in the lineup. Yellow Jesus in the house to bless all of our picks. And Spencer, our guy, Spencer says Pacers near the bottom against the spread first half. Spencer Penny G in the house. Christopher Reese saying Tatum will go off. King Weasel says, what about the Bucks first half? Spencer Penny G on Pacers full game, Bucks first half. God, I just feel like that's a little too much. I think that's a little too many points. All right, we've seen this team step up without Oladipo all year long. Let's just take one last look at what we're dealing with here. Let's take a look. Let's get the starting lineup that we're going to be trotting out there for the Pacers. 11 is a lot of points. Oh, do we pull the trigger here? All right, let's go to the starting lineups for the Pacers here. Brogdon, Holiday, Warren, Sabonis, Turner. Going up against Bledsoe, Matthews, Middleton, and Antetokounmpo, Brook Lopez. I just have this funny feeling that they can step up tonight. We have an angry Bucks team. Look, I don't need to add plays. Shady McQueen saying they play better without Vic. All right. Oh, it's Randy Lockhart, RL. Randy Lockhart. Nice. Randy Lockhart in the house. Thank you for joining us, Randy, my guy. Daryl Rice said demolish teams in the third quarter. Okay. I'm not going to add. But if some of these plays I'm interested. I'm interested in these dogs. There's just no doubt about it. I wouldn't be angry. There's Junior Brown in the house. Thank you for joining us. And he says, stay away from the Pacers, Jimmy. Junior Brown, thank you for joining us, my guy. Oh, man. Daryl Rice liking Indy first half. That might have been the perfect timing for him to come in. Okay, let's move on to the Magic. I've been waiting for the Vucevic prop to pop out for a lot of the day. Let's see. It's up right now. Let's see if it's up right now. Here we go. Let's go to Orlando. Vucevic just eats against this team. Let's go to player props. And Nikola Vucevic, 18.5 points. Let's see what he is with points and rebounds. 29.5. So an 18-11 game. An 18-11 game. I think he can get there. Daryl Rice says that's Junior's team. Look, we've seen Junior make a lot of cash on the Heat as well. Randy Lockhart on Capitals -1. I like that. I'm with that. I like that. There's DJ Big Boss in the house. Not applicable says Miami wins. Look, I'm not worried about the win. I just think Magic can stay in this game. +7, +7.5 at Bovada. And Don Mago in the house giving us Copa Mexicana Juarez versus Monterrey under 2.5 and -130. That's from our Don Mago. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. I just feel like Vucevic eats. Tonight. Daryl Rice says Junior sharp respect. Absolutely. Junior Brown in the house. Thank you for joining us, Junior Brown. Vucevic eats. I just feel like Vucevic eats here tonight. All right. I want the Magic. I won't take them, though. I'll stay off the Magic. But I will not stay off of Vucevic. I'm going to double up on player props here. I'm going to take Vucevic over 18.5 points. And Vucevic over 29.5. You know what? Maybe I should just stick to points here. Free pick saying smash that Wizards over. Diesel Eugene says Juarez sounds like a lovely place to visit. I'll go if you guys go. Maybe I should stay off that points and rebounds. Maybe I should just stick to Vucevic points. But I do like the rebounds. All right. I'm going to stick with Vucevic points right now. Over 18.5. Did we get a final note on Aaron Gordon, whether Aaron Gordon will be in the lineup? Let's just see if we're going to get a final note here from Aaron Gordon. Let's see. Aaron Gordon is expected to play on Wednesday night against the Heat. Sorry, I know we need to get into college basketball, and we will very shortly. I'm just seriously considering Vucevic here. Oh, he's just playing good basketball. He's just playing good basketball right now. So he had that bad game against the Spurs. I mean, he seems just to shine a little more at home. I think he gets the job done here. I'm just going to stick with 18.5. All right, I'm not going to double up on Vucevic. 18.5 points. All right, I'm on the Grizzlies money line. I got that at +110. Let's see what that would be right now. Grizzlies money line. Memphis Grizzlies. Nice. There is a +105 at UWager. There's -105s across the board at a bunch of spots, and then 103 at 5 times, 102 at Pinnacle. So beat that marginally. Jimmy CC says, like that 18.5 points look. Jimmy CC, do you think it makes sense to stay off the boards as well, focus on the points? Dale Rice says Grizz all day. Spencer Penny G says Grizz all day. All right, I'm on the Grizz. I like it. This is a Nets team that's not playing good basketball. And they came back against a beat up, damaged, severely damaged team in the Celtics. And I'm just very comfortable. Jace comes says on Memphis too. Think Brooklyn shot their wad last night, and Memphis needs to keep winning. I agree. All right, let's move on to Jazz Knicks. Jazz Knicks is a game that I've been staying away from. Jimmy saying Magic team total over 106 looks cheap considering the amount of points they've been scoring lately. Their pace is so much faster than it was. It's so much faster than it was. It's unbelievable. Let's talk Jazz Knicks. I can understand why you're on that, Jimmy Stain. I can understand why you're on that. Let's talk Utah, New York right now. And let's move over to spreads and totals here and see what we're dealing with. Pauly C says, what do you get the line of OKC? I got it here on the show, -4, -110. And when I bet it about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes after this show, I got the 4, but at -115. Wyatt in the house says Jazz Knicks over. Senka says any props play. Yes, I'm hammering Hassan Whiteside props tonight, hammering them. And I just added one. I just added the Vucevic prop for 18.5 points. But yeah, I'm all over it. All over it. Okay, let's talk more about this Jazz spot, Jazz Knicks. Total opened up at 220, it's now 219.5. The Jazz have gone from -7.5 to -8. Brooklyn Funk Project says I'm on Brooklyn -2, so going against most of the chat. I don't like hearing that. Gerald Jones on the Jazz Knicks over. The Jazz have been talking about playing defense. The Knicks are coming off a great game. Walla says Knicks games have gone over, I believe, 5 of the last 6. Gary off a big win versus Houston, one of RJ Barrett's best games. Yeah, I mean, Leon Rose has sparked this team. And the Sweaty Butcher's prime cut. Butcher's prime cut is Utah, New York Knicks over 218.5. There we go. I'll grab that right now. And pop that in there. All right. So I can understand why people are on the Jazz, and you know they had that ugly 2-4 6-game homestand. Then they go out on the road and beat a bad Cleveland team. Spencer Penny G liking Jazz first full game -8. Look, I get it, but I'm and the prime cut 2-1 in the new era. There's Jermone Sags. Jermone, nice to see you. Jermone Sags in this joint. Respect Jermone. Love it. All right. Ron Lofton says San Jose has 8 points in the first 10 minutes. Bummer. Yeah, it's don't worry. We'll talk college basketball. There's more options for us. More options for us. All right, I had to lean towards the Bulls. I could have taken them a +3. Now they're down to 1.5 at 5 dimes and bet online. I wanted the Bulls. I leaned to the Bulls. Dread for life. Knicks money line. There's Fuzz Logic. Nice to see Fuzz Logic rolling with us. Walla Dose says Mitchell Robinson, Kevin Knox at game time decisions. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Kenneth Wallace says any picks on Indiana or Minnesota. I came close. And Daryl Rice saying stay off the Bulls, bro. Kenneth, I came close to taking the Pacers, but then Junior Brown came in and said, do not do it, Jimmy. So I will not do it. All right. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. Glenn Elliott, man, coming in with his action right now. Let's take a look. We're going to talk Nova Seton Hall here in a second. There's just a couple spots I wanted to add. I'm very comfortable adding the Vucevic prop. Oh shit! Sorry, sorry, Kenneth. Yeah, we're going to talk college basketball in a second. My fault. And Spencer Penny G liking Indiana this evening. Okay, Pelicans, Mavericks. I'm on the Mavericks first half -3. Let's see what I'd get if I took that right now. I doubled up on this game because I took a first half total as well. Let's just see what I'm doing first half on the Mavericks. I got -3 and still get it widely available. Bet online is moved to 3.5. Everyone else at 3. And I took the over, first half over 122. That's up to 123.5. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. All right, let's move back to full game right now. And Sweaty Butch says Bucks at home off back-to-back games that went under are 10-0 straight up and against the spread. The average line -10.2, covering the number by 8. Wow. Wow, Sweaty Butcher. Not applicable, fast first half full game. And no, Boston, Nick, we are not on the Cavaliers. And I can't put my money on them. I just can't put my money on them. Daryl Rice saying stay off the Cavs, Nick. I cannot do, but my double up there on the Mavs game. Then we get to the final game on this NBA card, and we will break into NCAA basketball. I will also review all the low baggers action on this card as well. Reese says, man, I'm tempted to take the Wiz +8. Is that widely available? It sure is. All right. So I will take the Wiz +8 here. Portland coming back from Florida off in a spectacular game. Do we know what's going on with Dame? Do we have Dame in the lineup? Let's find out right now. Will Dame be in the lineup is the question. Let's go. Here we go. A quick look at Portland. Dame Lillard. Will he be in? Probable to play versus the Wizards. I like it. Jamon Sag says fade Portland. Dale Rice is taking the Wiz on the money line. There'll be no. So I doubled up on Whiteside props. Whiteside will be eating. We got Yo in the house. Providence -2. Bucks -6.5. St. John +5. Texas A&M +7. All first half. First half action for our guy Yo. I'm gonna copy and paste that. All right, lock that in here. Thank you for sharing that with us, Yo. Oh, what a guy. Ill Wise says, if you only knew what I had to do to put you a stand in the 18-wheeler to catch you live on this evening on duty. Shout out to our guy Ill Wise in the house. Ill Wise joining us. Let's quickly take a look at Ill Wise's play. His max bet play of the day. Let me grab it. Where is it? I've got a lot of action here. Illwise play today, Kansas under 129. We're going to go over that game. There's Illwise play of the day. Yenny Toon in the house. Beautiful. Yes, I did, Shady. I doubled up. I took points and points rebounds. I let the assist go. It might be a mistake. All right. Penguins -1.5. Golden Knights -1.5 last night. Great job, Yenny Toon. Nice job. Wyatt says, you got points and rebounds for Son Whiteside? Yes, I got points. Let me go over it again. I got points at here we go. I got the points over 15.5 points, and I got over 31.5 points in rebounds. That's what I got. All right. And Reese says, just put the bet in on the Wiz. I will. So I got to go back to this strategy that was working so well. And if it loses tonight, it loses tonight. I'm not going to hate on the strategy. It was just that every single time our Dan Kelly made a move on a huge dog on the money line, I would take them on the spread, and I had cashed 8 in a row. So I'm going back to it. Let's see what I'm going to get on Washington right now. Washington +8 at -104. That's available at Pinnacle. Washington +8, -104. Available at Pinnacle. All right. Daryl Rice says he's in lurk mode. Jamon Sag says, whiz, baby. All right, let's get into college basketball. And let's start by making my first edition, and that being the taint play of the day. Let's move over to NCAA basketball here. Let's move over to spreads and totals. Here we go. Illwise says, appreciate the support, man. Oh, man. We love you, Illwise. You're a huge asset to our team. Respect. All right. I'm making a move on the taint. Gerald Jones says Portland shouldn't be giving 8 to anybody. I should have made this move earlier, but it's not too late. It hadn't changed, and it still hasn't changed. So there's actually been a 1-cent move at Pinnacle to McNeese State. -5.5. I'm getting -105. That's available at Bookmaker, Bet Online. Are hanging those -5.5s at -105. Rod Zawacki, yes, I'm going to go over your action. And Brooklyn Funk Project is on the other side of us again there. That's concerning. Pete, a.k.a. Brooklyn Funk Project, but I hope you cash. Well, I guess I don't. I need the cash. It's been a bad 48 hours. Can we get a push? Yes. No, we can't. All right. I'm going to grab this -5.5, -105. And there's Dan Krug in the house. Thank you for joining us. There's Dave and Cal ready to go. -5.5, -105. All right. Okay. And there's Illwise. Yeah, Illwise's big play right there. Okay. Will I do a shot if we push over 500? Sure I will. Sure I will. Okay, let's go. TCU at Kansas. TCU at Kansas. All right, let's go. Let's get into college basketball right now, shall we? Let's get into college basketball right now. Nickel State. Okay, we're going to start with the big boys and the big games. Let's get after it right now. TCU at Kansas. Number 1 ranked Kansas opening up at minus 16.5. This total at 130.5 or 131. We already know that our guy, Illwise, is going under this number. Seniors night in Kansas. Do we know if Azubuike will be in the lineup? I'm expecting he's not. I capped this game as if he's not in the lineup. We know that Sousa needs one more game to fulfill his suspension, which will leave David McCormack, 6'10", David McCormack in the action. Al Hart says, did Lamont Williams have a play today, Jimmy? Of course. Lamont stopped by the chat and gave us his play. Let me grab that for you very quickly. Lamont Williams, I just saw it. There's Rod Zawacki's action. He's on Xavier money line plus 160. That's his 10-star play of the day. He's on St. Louis minus 2.5, Tulsa plus 2.5, and FIU plus 9.5. There's real video in the house. Thank you for joining us. And let's find Lamont Williams max bet. Florida State money line. Florida State money line. Let's talk about that game soon. All right, let's start with this spot. Is anybody making a move in this TCU Kansas game? Tough to back a TCU team coming off a 75-72 win over Baylor on Saturday night. Nice win at home. They had lost 8 of 10. I mean, Bain's a beast. Only Dotson scoring more than him in the Big 12. Daryl Rice, much love. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Reese liking Mason, St. Louis. Okay, and George Mason over 132. I will copy and paste that right now. Kansas, please. And Boston Nick looking for everybody's Twitter handles right now because low baggers support low baggers. And we need to support Boston Nick whenever he goes live, Mr. Fat Fist. When we get our shit figured out here, I'm going to have our Mr. Fat Fist on all the time. All right. Kansas minus 16 without Azubuike. He was in a walking boot after the game. Rod Zawacki says TCU sucks. But I don't want Kansas minus 16 without Azubuike. I don't want either of these teams. All right, let's move on to – actually, why don't we look at the Florida State game because we already know that our guy, Lamont Williams, is making this his max bet. And let's take a look at what we are dealing with right now in Florida State. Let's go Florida State. Where are you? Number 7th ranked Florida State. Opening up at minus 2.5, now down to minus 2 or minus 1.5. Money coming in on Notre Dame. This total at 147 right now. 147. Rod Zweig saying George Mason is 10-1 to the over in the last 11 games of this series. All right, let's talk about it. So Florida State's never won a regular season championship in the ACC, and they took their title hopes took a giant hit in that loss to Clemson on Saturday night. Last second loss, 70-69. So they're a half game behind Louisville. Louisville only has one game left. And Sammy B is on the Unicorn over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The Unicorn. I love it. And Sammy B's a monster with these props. You got to keep an eye on. Garrett Kerr coming in with his Florida Seton Hall FSU money line. Tonight, Yenny Tunes on the Capitals -1 and the over in that Jackets game and Coyotes money line. I like your card. I hope it all cashes. I really do hope it all cashes. Danny Menlo asking if I will we'll do a shot. I don't have hard alcohol here right now, sadly, but I'll smash a beer as fast as I can. How about that? That makes you I'll do that. Sorry, let me just paste that. All right. Okay, so let's keep rolling. You know who nobody can smash a beer faster than is our very own Matt Randall. Matt the Truth Randall. Too much of the sauce. On Monday, I left a giant bottle of Canadian Club at the poker place at Tim Steve's Poker House, which is fine. I can go back and grab that next time on Monday. Boston Nick says a Miller Lite in my hand. Wow, that just that talk of the beer is making me thirsty. How about Danny? How about I just get a beer? All right, I'm just gonna. Oh, yes. Look at that. The game has changed. The game has changed. I can do whatever the fuck I goddamn please now. Self-employed, motherfucker. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, goddamn, yeah. That is nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. They're shorts, fellas. You want to see these gams? You want to get a good look at these gams? Come on, man. You know me, man. You know what 40-year-olds do. They wear jean shorts. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. All right. Little Czechoslovakian Pilsner right here. Czech Republic, I should say. Respect. Okay. Woo! Leonard Porsche saying nice jorts. Thanks, Holmes. King Weasel's going to get a beer, too. There's Akira 04. Oh, feels good. Queen West LCBO, you're damn right. Ron Lofton says no rules are nice. They sure are. There's my guy Ulysses Hayes in the house. Connor McLaughlin says love a good Pilsner. My guy Spencer Pennergy says check VAR. Nice. All right. Fucking cheers, says Boston Nick. Okay, let's get back to work. Sorry, guys. Sweaty Butcher says New Balance shoes. No, man. I got my J's. I always have the J's. Okay, let's get back to our Z's at Telly, like in Virginia, Providence, and Seton Hall. JD says, why wear shorts at all? That, Jay, I would prefer not to, but I can't. I can't take that too far, man. I can't just be sitting here freeballing it, All right, I'm going to copy and paste that. Canadian Captain said, I'm putting in a true low bagger parlay. What's your favorite play tonight? My favorite play is Hassan Whiteside over 15.5 points. I think that's my favorite play. Is that still? Wait, let me make sure it's still available. If I'm going to give that to you quickly here. Let me make sure it's still available. Yes, it is. It is still available. I think that's my favorite look. David Cal says, we need to do Santa Anita track sometime. I live 15 minutes away. Got you as long as you're in Cali. David Cal, 100%. I promise you that's going to happen in the next 12 months. I guarantee you we have another low bag Summit of Champions in Arcadia, California. Okay. Oh, Garrett Kerr got it minus 140. I'm sorry that it was up there. It's still minus 125 here. I hate when they get you for those. Okay. All right, let's get back to this Florida State spot right now. And then we'll go down the rest of the card. Sorry, I'm taking so long. Let's get to this Florida State game. Here we go. All right, so the question is, do you trust Notre Dame? Do you trust Notre Dame at home? They had won 3 straight before that road loss to Wake Forest on Saturday. Jared Bessie says, are we on the Capitals tonight? You're damn right we are, Jared. Capitals are stopping that Flyers 6-game winning streak tonight. Canadian Capper 72 says, jean shorts. Thank you, Senka. We love you. We love having you in the chat. Canadian Capper says, jean shorts are one step away from totally giving up and wearing track pants or pajama bottoms all day. Jermone Sag says FSU is overrated on the road. The reason why we go back to this spot, fireworks in one hand, beer in the other. The reason why we go back to this spot here is because this is Lamont Williams' max bet. Jermone Sag saying fade FSU. I've got a lot of action today. I don't need to reach. Spencer Pennergy like in Notre Dame at home tonight. All right, I'm going to stay off. Let's keep breaking down some of these big games on this NCAA basketball card. Why don't we go right to Texas A&M and Auburn. Tigers tied with LSU for second place in the SEC. Let's see what we are dealing with here in the market. Where are we? LSU. Oh, sorry, LSU, Arkansas. Sorry, Texas A&M, Auburn. All right, Auburn opening up as big favorites here. Big favorites. Come on. Oh, I hate when this happens. Sorry, my computer. Okay. Let me do this again. Here we go. Let's get off of this. And back here. I apologize. Okay, why don't we talk about this game so I don't put you guys to sleep here? All right, Auburn opening up at minus 12.5. There are 12s on the board now. This total opened up at 132.5. Now we see a 132 or a 131.5. Cashman asking if anyone is on the Xavier money line, and Dave and Kyle is tailing Rod, and those are two great cappers, Rod and our guy Lamont Williams, both on it. And there is a DJ Big Boss on Tulsa plus 2.5. All right. And Christopher Reese saying everyone on Providence. Let's quickly talk about this spot. So Auburn not playing very well. They've lost 3 of 5 after a 7-game winning streak. They played pretty well against Kentucky. They shot 28.1% from the field in the second half. They were playing pretty well in that game. 2 of 16 from 3-point range in the second half. 9 of 16 from the free throw line, and they were right in that game. We know what Auburn does at home. They win and win and win. It's going to go for their 20th straight victory, 17th this season. And the Aggies are just a bad basketball team. Ron Lofton is on Texas A&M plus 12.5. Christopher Reese says Auburn can't shoot right now. And Senka said Whiteside went up to 16.5. Is that still a good play? Senka, what's the juice on the Whiteside prop? And also, could you take a look at what you have for points and rebounds and what the juice is there? Again, it's the juice that's the biggest issue, and it's the juice that we've got to fix. On Ulysses Hayes is on the Yotes. That makes me excited. I need them to win, although I'm just on the over 5.5. All right. Texas A&M, Auburn. So we do see that Ron Lofton is on Texas A&M plus 12.5, hoping that Auburn's shooting issues continue. And Yenny Toon drink Corona at the bar with no lime. Respect. All right, let's move on to Georgetown, Creighton. Anybody making moves on Georgetown, Creighton? Anybody want to make moves on Georgetown and Creighton? Let me find the spot here on the card. It shouldn't be that hard. There it is. Creighton opening up at minus 10.5, all the way up to minus 13 now. All the way up to minus 13 right now. Creighton expected to bounce back from that shocking loss. St. John's, 91-71 on Sunday. They went 4 of 27 from 3. 4 of 27 from 3. At home is where this team dominates. 15-1 on the season. And they have that loss to Georgetown fresh in their memory. So there's revenge. Since that Georgetown win over Creighton, the Hoyas have lost 8 of 11, coming off a 66-63 loss at home to Xavier. 20 turnovers, shot 36.8%. Without Yurtseven, without McClung, they're a bad basketball team. Ulysses Hayes got an early. Creighton minus 10.5. I am not making a move on this Creighton, but Leonard Welch, Creighton team total over 82.5 is the play. That's a very interesting look because this paint is not going to be an issue. Let's see what this total has done from a full game perspective. It's actually gone down a point. Creighton team total over. Okay, I'm going to see what that is here. Creighton team total over at home. I like that look. You get Yurtseven out of the paint, and all of a sudden, I think I'm going to jump on that look. That's our guy Leonard Welch in the house. I'm going to take a look at this right now. I find that a very appealing look here. See what we are dealing with. Where's Creighton? Come on. Hurry up. Creighton, where the fuck are you? There we go. Creighton, let's go for a team total. Team totals, 82.5. Creighton, 82.5. Leonard Welch, my friend, let's take this to the bank. I am in. Creighton, team total, we're 82.5. A lot of juice there, minus 120. Ulysses Hayes respecting that look. Okay. Creighton team total over 82.5. I am in. Okay. Let's move over to probably the biggest game of the night. Nova, Seton Hall. Let's go right now. Nova 11-5 in the Big East. Seton Hall playing great basketball right now. Nova coming off that tough spot. Home loss to Providence. Providence is playing better basketball. No doubt about that. Villanova had a 5-game winning streak. Collapse there. at home against Providence. It was a shocking loss. Gillespie is not playing very well. Went 5 of 14 against Providence. And Seton Hall has already gone into a sold-out Wells Fargo Center and won this year. That was on February 8th, 70-64. Now they get a chance at home. Let's see. And Ulysses Hayes says Seton Hall, baby, right down the street for me. Let's see what we're dealing with in the Seton Hall look here. Big, big opportunity for Seton Hall. And respect to this Nova squad. Before that loss, I mean, they were playing really good basketball. Seton Hall opening up at -4.5, and now we see Seton Hall at -3.5. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Jermone Sag says everyone on Seton Hall. Everyone on Seton Hall yet. Everyone on Seton Hall yet. This line's gone from 4.5 to 3.5. This total opened up at 140. It's now 140.5 or 139. And Mitchell Robinson is now out for anyone who cares. We care. Brandon Lugo. Respect. Mahatma Gandhi in the house. Thank you for joining us. Mahatma Gandhi in the house. All right. Villanova, Seton Hall. I'm going to stay off of it. Spencer Penny G saying Gobert is going to eat. It sucks that Mitchell Robinson isn't in the lineup. Has that changed the market at all? Let's quickly see if this is a market changer right now. Just going to quickly see if we've seen a – I wonder if the Jazz are just going to because it is Madison Square Garden. It's not like the Jazz are going to come out quiet. -4.5 first half on the Jazz. Canadian cap rate, the taint is McNichol State. How do you have to think this Jazz team is going to be eating often? So let's see. What kind of look are we going to get from this Knicks squad? Mitchell Robinson out on Wednesday. And Aaron Gordon will definitely be in the lineup. All right, I'm just going to, just with this last-minute information, see if there is a trigger to be pulled here. Just feels like a letdown spot after that huge win over the Rockets. Utah's just completely healthy right now. And it's what? Bobby Portis, Taj Gibson, Julius Randle. I mean, they still have bigs. Ulysses Hayes says, take the Jazz. Jermone says Jags. Jazz, sorry. All right, I think that I think the Jazz take care of business. And I'd prefer to take them early. Let's just see what they are first quarter quickly. Go through some more college basketball. Utah Jazz first quarter is up to 2.5. And Utah Jazz first half is at 4.5. All right, Connie McLaughlin on the Knicks +8. Kenneth Wallace doesn't want anything to do with it. I'm going to take the Jazz first half here. I'm going to take the Jazz first half. Utah Jazz first half. Let's see what I'm getting here. I'm getting a -4.5. -105 is the best juice that's available at 5 times. I'm going to lock that in right now. Make America Great Again in the house. Thank you for joining us. Connie McLaughlin says that's a lot of points on the road. It is. And the Jazz haven't been playing that well, but they barely broke a sweat. All right, I bet the Utah Jazz. Jimmy Cece says we did miss the best number, but I mean, I guess we sort of capped the game with Knox and Robinson out of the lineup by a half point. All right. Okay. Let's go back to college basketball and keep rolling. I'm going to stay off the Seton Hall look. I'm going to stay off of it. Villanova's just playing good basketball, angry off of a win. Also with revenge going on. Kenneth Wall saying Nick's going to get up for it too. All right, let's move on to Dayton, Rhode Island. Dayton on the road at Rhode Island. Dayton playing spectacular basketball right now. Spectacular basketball. Let's see what we're doing. Oh, and also our Nasty Nate will be live at this game. I hope he puts out some pictures, some tweets and shit. Dayton. Oh, it's this first half? On first half? Yeah, sorry, let's go. I know they're -4. Is Dayton going to get a loss? Jermone Sag says, Dayton, baby, they're just playing such good basketball. It almost feels like – now, I don't like – look, I just took the Jazz a -4.5 first half, and maybe that comes back to bite me. Maybe that comes back to get me. Robert Allen, play of the day, FIU +9.5. Spencer Penningy smashing Dayton first half and full game. And Shaquille Bell, liking St. Francis in New York, +7.5 is his play of the day. I'm going to copy and paste that from you guys. Christopher Reese liking Dayton first half. Is Dayton just going to continue rolling through all these teams? So I'm just going to copy and paste a couple more looks here. Copy and paste a couple more looks here. Guillermo Zertucci, Dave and Cal, I'd love it if you guys connected, man. Would love it if you guys connected. Edward Younger in the house joining us. Leonard Porsche liking Dayton and Virginia. Ulysses Hayes liking this Canisius money line spot. Dayton. So Dayton clinched the A10 82-67 defeat of Davidson, and we saw there was no celebration. There was nothing. They're 13th in scoring at 80 points per game, 4th in assists at 17.6 per game. Did you see what they did again from the field against Davidson? I mean, it's just 72.3%. They went 27. That's from the field. 27 of 28 from 2. 27 from 28 from 2. Wow. This team is playing good basketball. AM liking Dayton -4. Rodswax says Rhode Island +4. Dayton already clinched first in the conference. They probably rest guys. Rhode Island needs a win. Rhode Island needs a win so badly. I mean, a win over Dayton, 27-2 Dayton, 16-0 in A10, could get them into the tourney. Rams have lost 3 of their past 5 games. They lost 72-67 at home, 72-62 at home to St. Louis. They had won 10 straight before losing 3 of 5. Fats Russell coming off an ugly game against the Billikens. I don't want to – the Creighton over 82.5 points is an exciting look. I don't want to – and Christopher Reese is right. Dayton playing for the number 1 seed. They are playing for the number 1 seed. They're all business right now. Oh, and Z Zitelli. Tulsa +2.5. Iona, Virginia moneyline, and Robert Morris -7.5 parlay. There we go. We have a Z Zitelli parlay in this joint. Coming to you live from Parkdale. Oh, Dave and Cal, sorry to hear that. Get better. Get better. And we will come party with you. We will come to you. And Boston Nick, shout out to Most Cream Fight P1. Most Cream Fight P1, of course. Any boy of yours is a boy of ours. There he is, Most Cream TV. Most Cream TV in the house. Respect. Thank you for joining us, Most Cream. Anybody who rolls with Boston Nick is a friend of ours. Art Hayes, thank you for joining us. Art Hayes has come. Fuck yeah, man. Dutch Boy Fresh says, Doc is coming to Vegas at the end of the month. Make it happen, bro. I would have said I can easily make that happen if the last 2 days didn't work out the way they are. All right, I'm going to stay off that spot. But Dutch Boy Fresh, you just know I'll be rolling with you very soon down there. Just got to get my shit together here and back in Canada. Got to get my shit together. All right. Mailer Palace Way saying, got to hook back up with Low Shack. Yes, I do. Most Scream TV in this joint. All right. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling through this card. A couple more games here. We have Virginia, Miami. Cavaliers have won 6 straight games. They're back in the top 25, coming off that giant win over Duke on Saturday night. There's Juan Ruiz in the house, my guy Juan Ruiz. Much love, Juan. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Virginia, Miami. Am I still on first halves? Tell me I'm not on first halves. Here we go. Xavier Providence is popping off right this very minute. All right, let's get these NCAA odds on the screen here. Sorry, we dropped off for a second. All right. Sweaty Butcher says the value gone on Thunder Pistons under at 209. I'd have to take another look at that. There's Chris Brown in the house. Says, give me those late NBA plays. I've got a bunch of action. So we're going to review everyone's action here shortly because I have bets to make, so we can't be on for too much longer. So let's just why don't we do this? Why don't we talk Virginia, Miami, Northwestern, Wisconsin, then we review everybody's action, and then we get to the I got to make the bet, so we got to get to the window. Man, DJ Big Boss, much love to you, Big Boss. Anything you need, man, too. Any show you need me on, I'm there. Okay. Edward Younger says Virginia letdown spot. Kenneth Wallace says Virginia or pass. Rod Zawacki's on Virginia money line. I mean, I don't want to be sitting here with all these road favorites, but this is a tiny road favorite. Virginia opening up at -1.5. Now we have -2s. This total opened up 120. I mean, look what Miami's done in the ACC this year. 6-12. Jay Huff coming off a monster game, but he's from Chapel Hill. Of course, he's going to step up when they play Duke. Virginia leading the nation in fewest points allowed at 52.6. Miami coming off back-to-back road losses, 87-71 at Notre Dame, most recently 63-57 at Georgia Tech on Saturday night. Vasiljevic is doing nothing. 2 of 16 from deep in his past 3 games. Miami's not beaten Virginia since 2017. And Edward Younger says, too good to be true. To me, you know better. Chris Brown says, can we bring back the Toronto to Rochester fast ferry? I would fucking love that. Then I could get to Finger Lakes. That's because, in my stand-up career, I had to work every weekend. So that Monday, Tuesday Finger Lakes card was heaven. Gerald Jones on a 3 parlay, Virginia, Dayton moneyline, and Creighton, Georgetown over 152. Creighton, Georgetown over 152. All right. Okay. And then we have Northwestern, Wisconsin. Joseph Goldman says, low line bookie's not scared of Virginia, just passes. Okay. And I will pass. I will do exactly that. Okay. Northwestern, Wisconsin. It's seniors night in Wisconsin, and Northwestern is trash, although they are coming off a victory, overtime victory. They needed overtime. That's how bad they are. They need overtime to beat Nebraska. Let's see what we're dealing with here in this whiskey spot. Where the hell is that? I just saw it. Wisconsin opening up at -13.5. Now we have 13s across the board. And Edward Younger says, watch how many people's parlays will die on Virginia money line. Exciting. Edward Younger, you're making this game more exciting, even though I will stay off of it. Wisconsin won 6 straight, coming off 71-69 home win over Minnesota on Sunday night. God. Northwestern 2-16 in the Big Ten. Wisconsin needs to keep winning to have any chance. At the dance I'm talking about. I guess that's not true. If they're ranked 24th in the league, I guess that's not true. They're going to get in. When you play in the Big Ten. And DJ Big Boss says, Iowa taught us well about senior night. You're not joking. You are not joking. Most Cream TV saying, nice Big Nick, you down again next Tuesday so we can also do betting odds based show as well. Most Cream TV and our guy Boston Nick working together. We need to support them. They support us. Respect. All right, I'm going to stay off that. I'm going to stay off this card pretty much. I did add the Creighton team total over 82.5. And I also jumped on the Taint play of the day. That's McNichol State at -5.5. I love it, Most Cream TV. I'm in, man. I am in. There's Deer Slayer Ski in the house. So only 2 looks for me on NCAA. I kind of lean on you guys to deliver that. Ron Loft says Max and Donnie like the Wisconsin team total over at 72-ish. Robert Allen is out. Respect Robert Allen. All right, let's go over everybody's action here. Let's go over everyone's action. We'll start with Robert Allen liking FIU as his play of the day. There's a lot of action I've copied and pasted, so let's go over everybody's shit, and then I'm going to get to the window here in a second. So we got Tulsa +2.5, Iona -6, Virginia moneyline, and a Robert Morris -7.5. That's a parlay for Z Zitelli. Christopher Reese making a move on Dayton first half. And as I said, Robert Allen's FIU +9.5 is his play of the day. Spencer Penny G all over Dayton first half and full game. Anthony Chalmers says, I'm right at Rhode Island. Mark my words. Not only will I mark them, I'll copy and paste them. All right. And Edward Younger's, okay, here we go. March Madness, what up? No, this is our late show, our Wednesday late show. We do 2 shows a day, 11 a.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So no, this is the late show. And Anthony Chalmers going to the window right now with Rhode Island. Christopher Reese all over Tulsa money line. Okay, we got a lot of action coming in here from our Barry McCockiner. Let's see what Barry is doing here. All right, let's copy and paste that. I love it. Ziza Telly, been watching for a while now. Tonight's the first night I'm chiming in. Respect, man, respect. It means so much to us that you're chiming in and that you're a part of the chat. Thank you so much, Ziza Telly. Okay, Edward Younger's on Auburn -12, Eastern Illinois -1.5, a 2-teamer at +238, a 2-term. Did I say 11:30? That's just me being drunk, I guess. Well, I'm not drunk, but just feeling the beer. It's 11. We're 11 and 5:30. 11 Eastern, 5:30 Eastern, twice a day. Antoine Seymour says, when will we see Spidey again? Look, I've got a ton of tape of Spidey and I, so I will be putting out Spidey videos all the time. Whether or not I'll ever get back down to Costa Rica, who knows? Who knows? All right, let's keep rolling. Shaquille Bell, St. Francis of New York, +7.5 is his play of the day, and he also likes him to win outright at +280. Keep an eye on what Shaquille's doing. Yenny Tunes on Capitals -1, Blue Jackets over 5.5, Coyotes money line. Garrett Kerr, Florida Seton Hall, FSU money line parlay. That's a Florida Seton Hall, FSU money line parlay at +376. Our guy Yo is on Providence -2, Bucks these are all first half. This is a first half action for Yo. Providence -2, the Bucks -6.5, St. John +5, and Texas A&M +7. That's Yo's looks here. And the Big Beaver play of the day is in from our Canadian capper, Keller over 2.5 shots on goal at +110. Shannon Nicholas, we did go over it, and the show's closing up, but we're reviewing everybody's action right now, and I'll go over my NBA action. NCAA basketball picks from our Glenn Elliott man, Tulsa +2.5, Indiana -3.5, Dayton -3.5, and Georgia Tech. The Sweaty Butcher, Butcher's Prime Cut. He's 2-1 with the Butcher's Prime Cut in the new era of a show. Utah, New York Knicks over 218.5. Stelio Contos, Ole Miss, Temple, Tulsa under, and Nova Seton Hall first half under. Ole Miss on the spread, Temple, Tulsa under, and Nova Seton Hall first half under is his look. Dutch Boy Fresh telling us tomorrow he's going to be on the Clips and Kings. Nilo, our guy Nilo, best real estate agent you can find in the 6. Is on Tulsa +2.5, Providence -4, and Nicholls State -5.5. Viper MB is on the Jazz -7.5, OKC -7.5, Pacers Bucks over 222. Diesel Eugene is on Memphis first half money line, OKC first half -4, Utah Cleveland over 218.5, and Miami first half -3. Melee Payless Way is on the Magic Heat full game over. Barry McCockner, Virginia -2, St. Louis -2.5. Jack Behe is on Virginia -2, Tulsa +2.5, and Dayton -3.5. We've seen a lot of guys making moves on Tulsa and Dayton here tonight. A lot of guys. And Joseph Gomez says, if you want to slide me that Lee Martin sports phone number, I wouldn't say no. I hear you. She's all right, let me just stay focused here. Zizatelli says you got to do some live betting shows. Look, we're big supporters here of the Sports Gig, so I'd love to jump on some of their shows. But right now, Betting and Heels in the house. Respect. We got Betting and Heels. A great capper. Thank you for joining us. All right. Cube O is on Canisius Moneyline, and we've heard that from a couple cappers. Ulysses Hayes also liking Canisius Moneyline and Tennessee State. That's a Cube O parlay. Canisius, Tennessee State. All right. Spencer Penny G. Making moves on LSU +3, Indiana -3, Xavier +4, and Dayton -4. Betting and Heels. Love having you in the chat. Dan Kelly. Okay, we're going to go to some of the action from the morning show. Dan Kelly, Wiz team total over 60. Dan Kelly's also on the Wiz money line. That's why I took the Wizards +8. Hot money gap color commentary. I'm down, man. I am down. Brooke Jordan coming up a 3-in-1 day. Brooke Jordan's on Ole Miss -4. Lamont Williams, max bet, Florida State money line. The Spidey 3-team parlay. Avalanche money line, Flames money line, Mavericks money line. Dan Kelly is parlaying the Mavericks on the spread at -8. He sold 2 points to get a +129 there. And the Pelicans Mavericks total under 235. He sold 4 points there, and he's getting 4.1 to 1. Mitch Bruner. Mitch Bruner gave a golf play that a lot of people liked. That's Ian Poulter to finish in the top 40 at plus 160. Made 9 of the last 9 cuts at Bay Hill. 6 top 25s. Gerald Jones is on Monmouth. Fairfield under 130. Rod Zawacki, Xavier Moneyline is his 10-star play of the day. He's also on St. Louis minus 2.5, Tulsa plus 2.5, and FIU plus 9.5. A lot of people like Tulsa. The Bookie Bandit, steal of the day. He's hit it on Monday, hit it on Tuesday, and today's going against us. Today he's going against us at minus 1.5. And Joseph Gomez says, speed up if you want to hit that window. Yes, 50 minutes, okay. The Barbecue Sauce City play today, Turkey Cup and Talyaspor. Sammy B, great cap right here out of Toronto, is on Cleveland, team total over 107. Akira is play of the day is Orlando plus 7. I almost made a move there. Il Wise play of the day, Kansas under 129. Robert Allen plays of the day, LaSalle, Pickham, and CS Northridge. Dan Kelly's also on Miami Heat, team total under 55 minus 110. Viper NB's on Utah minus 7.5. Yeah, this is from the morning show. Trot Wham, Dallas first half minus 3, Memphis first half plus 0.5, OKC first half minus 3.5, Miami first half minus 4. Nick Allegretti is on Xavier. Mark Unkefer play of the day, Central Arkansas minus 2. Alex Van Hooser play of the day, Virginia minus 2. D. Summers on Vancouver minus 117. Colorado minus 1.5. King Weasel, what's that number at? Would love to hear what that number's at. Seth Hagen in the house. Respect. Thank you for joining us, Seth. Dan Krug, Calgary Columbus over 5.5. The Taint play of the day, Nichols State minus 5.5. And Pete Loshak jumped in to give us SMU team total over 70. Over 70. Team total over 70. All right. Let's go over my action here. Sorry. Let's go over my action here. Okay. In NHL, I'm on Capitals minus 1. And the over 5.5 in Coyotes game. That's it. And Providence up 22-8. Wow. Okay. It's at 31.5. Yes, I would take the under in that. And yes, I think I'm going to tell you guys what the under in that. But I'm going to sit on that for a second. God, that looks nice. Okay. In NBA, I have Thunder first half minus 4. That was from the early show. I have Vucevic over 18.5 points. It's a late show edition. I have the Grizzlies money line at plus 110. That's from the early show. There's our guy Nasty Nate in the house. Nasty Nate will be live at the Rhode Island Dayton game tonight. Respect. I'm on the Jazz first half minus 4.5, minus 105. That's a late show edition. Mitchell Robinson out of the lineup. I added it. Thank you, Sanka. Much love to you. I didn't take the Bulls at plus 3. Now there's 1.5s, but it is what it is. Mavericks. So this was a double up from the morning show. Mavericks first half minus 3 and first half over 122. That's gone up to 123.5. And then in addition from the late show, Wizards plus 8. And I hammered. Oh, I hear what you're saying. I'm going to get you that, Nasty Nate. Sorry. A lot of shit going down right now for me. So I'm going to get you that blue wrench. My guy, Nasty Nate. Wizards plus 8, and I'm hammering the Whiteside props. Over 15.5 points, over 31.5 points in rebounds. There you have it. There you have it, folks. I've got no show without you guys. I've got 12 minutes to get my action in. I can do that. It's enough time. Don't have that many additions. Brad Hassan, Chris Brown, Akira 04, Edward Younger, Nasty Nate, Danny Menlo, Deer Slayer Ski, Boston, Nick, Sanka, Dan Krug, Gerald Jones, Seth Hagen, Deer Slayer Ski, Viper NB, King Weasel, Z Zitelli, Jermone Sags, Michael Ervalina, Betting in Heels, Leonard Porsche Jr., Anthony Chalmers, Joseph Gomez, Drinking Hand, Robert Allen, Predictions Guy. Oh, Betting in Heels. Thank you for showing us love. Every time that you stop by in our chat, it puts a big smile on our face. Thank you very much for stopping by. Betting in Heels. Great capper. Big asset to the team here. John Garcia, Mark Unkefer, Walla Dose, the Sweaty Butcher. All you guys, I have no show without you guys. Let's have a big night tonight. These first couple spots that we've been in first couple days have been tough. A lot of shit going on. I feel focused tonight. I need the cake. Need that cake. Let's get after that cake. Thank you, guys. I will see you at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. But first, we're going to get that fucking paper. Leche, hey, los bookmakers!